Hello everyone. Today in this video I'm going to take you through one example of one share wherein the 123 trading system has achieved 100% of the target. Okay, so I'll take you through this and it will be mostly what I would be doing is I'll be taking you through few steps. Okay, so let's start. The share is called Indian Hotels Company, on which I had given a call on 13th of March. Okay, 13th of 15th of March, sorry, this call was given. So let me just jump into it and I'll just zoom into it and I'll take it from there. Okay, how the trade has gone, and I'll just take you through that. Okay, and here what I'm going to skip is I'm not going to go into 123 trading system because that you already know how to identify 123. So I'll be using profit sources identification scanner for identifying that trade. Okay, so this is the date 11th March, and we could get in onto it because 11th March was a Friday, so we could get in onto this trade only on 14th of March. Okay, so this is point 1, this is point 2, and this is point 3. Okay, so this is on 11th of March, and you can see the dates which are there. So I'll also draw the ABC pressure points and take it according to that. Okay, so let's just go back. I'll be using the step-by-step method for this. Okay, so let me go back to the day how this happened. Okay, now here, as you can see, this is point 1, this is point 3, and this is point 2. So this is where what we are going to do is I'm going to draw the ABC pressure points also on this and see how this went, right? And I'll be using the systems identification process, right? Okay, so here I click it and I just do the ABC points. Okay, and I'm also going to modify it to show us the only relevant points. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn the seasons of the trade and you can see it. Okay, so the entry price which we wanted to get in here was 204.60 is our entry price. So let me also write down that here itself. So our entry price is 204.60 is what we should enter at, right? And our target we know is given here, which is 232.7, which you can see. Okay, so I've marked this already on this, right? Now we will just keep moving. So stop loss we already know is at this point, which is 199.90. So the risk here is of 5 rupees and the profit that we can get here is about 28 rupees. So the risk to reward ratio here is more than 5.6. So reward to risk is 5.6 because roughly, yes, that's what it is. Let me calculate that once. So our risk is roughly 4 rupees 70 paisa. Okay, 28.1 is our profit and 4 rupee 70 paisa. So it's almost 6:1. Okay, so this is our trading plan. I've created it here itself. Okay, and now we will go into how does the market move thereafter. So 11th March is a Friday and we will put in an order on Monday morning or maybe immediately on Saturday or Sunday. Now next day the market, the share opens at 204.05. This means we did not get an entry on the open, right? We did not get an entry on open, so we got an entry of, so our entry price I will put it as 204.60 because if it was 204.05 it opened, so we entered at 204.6. okay, so that's our entry price which I'm going to put here, though we could have entered into this share by 208. okay, because that's 25% and it can give us a lot of profit. Okay, so now our risk area is what? So this is our risk area. Let me draw this here. Okay, so let me draw, because 204.6 is where we got an entry, right? This is the place where we got an entry. So this is our risk area, right? So this is our risk area which we are carrying now for this. This is our risk. Okay. So this is what I was explaining to you the other day. If you can get an entry early, your risk to reward ratio can also improve significantly. So this is your risk. Now, so we are into the trade, and our stop loss is where, this is where, and let me put it here that this is our stop loss, and let me take that away for a moment. Okay, and our stop loss is at, stop loss is at stop loss, initial stop loss, let me put that as initial stop loss is here. Stop loss is at 199.90. Okay, so this is our initial stop loss. So the moment our entry triggers, we are going to put in our stop loss at 199.9. Let's move next day. Okay, so this entry has been triggered on the first day itself, which is 14th of March. Next day we go again. Now yes, it was a low day, however the share is so it is an outside day actually. Okay, so it made a high and it made a low as well, so we don't do anything, and our stop loss at being at 199.9, nothing happens because the lowest it traded was on 200.4, so we are not going to do anything on this. Okay, we see next day it goes once again up, and now it has already crossed 211.8, right? Now this is where the platform has also ended. So you got 3 days here to enter into this stock. Okay, you had 3 days, so you could have entered on either of these days, but on 16th of March it crossed your highest entry price. Okay, so we don't do anything. Our stop loss is still maintained at 199.9. Okay, so next day it again moves, so it makes a high of 215 and the low is 207.9. So again we don't do anything because the 50% mark has not been touched as yet. Now next day we see, so yes, it makes a low day, however again our stop loss is at 199.9, so we don't do anything. It makes a high of 212.5 and a low of 205. Okay, we again wait, we have our stop loss in place. The next day again it's a high day, the swing turns up again, right? So it's going up, and now on this day, which is 23rd of March, it crossed the 50%. So it made a high of 221.35 on that day on 23rd of March and a low of 209.65. Okay, and it just closed a little bit below the 50% point, which is 216.35, if you can see. And if you would remember that this is a very significant level, very significant support or resistance level. Okay, so let's see what happens next day. Now next day it was an inside day, this was an expiry day on the the weekly expiry, and it didn't move much. So it did, but the one thing which happened here was that it closed at the close to the high of the day. So it closed at 219.10 after making a high at 219.9. So that's a good sign. The trade is going our way and we are happy. We are now what happens on this day is that we move our stop loss where? We move our stop loss to our entry price, which will now be 204. This is our risk. Okay, so now what we will do is on the previous day we will put this stop loss as our entry was 204.60, so we will put it as 204.60 plus let's say brokerage of about 30 paisa, so I'll put it as 204.9. okay, so this is my revised stop loss now on this day. Okay, as soon as it clears the 50% mark on this day, I put my stop loss as 204.90. okay, now next day we go up again, and this is the day which is dated 25th of March, and it makes its high at 232.50, and we exit at this stage. Okay, so we exit Now let's see what is the exit point that we have done. The exit point is the market opened at 220.75, and then it went to up to a high of 235.8, and then it came down to 227. But that doesn't bother us, because when it is going up, we have already our uh, sell order in place at 232.7, and we exit at 232.7. Okay, so once we exit at 232.7, our trade is closed, right? And this is an example of how the 100% has been achieved and how we exit the trade. Okay, so let's look at few numbers. So how much did we make as a profit? Exit price is rupees exit price is 232.7, because we have achieved our target. Okay, and we have made a profit of rupees 28.10 minus let's say less brokerage is what you have made on this trade. Okay, and that is approximately 13% 13% 13% profit in how many days? So you entered this on 14th of March. In 11 days, not 11 trading days, in 11 days you have made a profit of 13%. This is a call given by me on the gold telegram channel, to which few people have subscribed, right? So if you want to avail of that benefit, you can do that, right? You can get in touch with me, and I can give you the link so that you can upgrade to the Super Profit Club Gold membership. So this is one example which is there. I'll keep adding more examples as and when the 100% ranges are completed and we make profit, right? Okay. So wish you all the best, and you can go through this example again and again.